So as you probably heard by now, EA is making a new college football video game. This was announced by EA itself on their Twitter page, and there was a lengthy article by Michael Rothstein on ESPN.com, which I will link in the description. So in this video we will talk about what we know so far about the game, when to expect it, and why this is a win for even non-college football fans, meaning gamers that prefer the Madden franchise over the NCAA football franchise. But let's first start with how we ended up in this situation to begin with. Well, in 2009, former UCLA basketball star Ed O'Bannon filed a lawsuit against the NCAA for them profiting off of his likeness in a video game. That lawsuit went until 2014 when O'Bannon won the suit, grossing him and other plaintiffs $40 million. At this time, EA was actually fine with paying the players for their likeness. However, the NCAA rules would not allow this. The NCAA had restrictions preventing players from receiving money from third parties while enrolled. This made NCAA Football 14 the last game released in the NCAA football franchise. Fast forward to 2021, and in an ESPN article, Daryl Holt, the VP and GM of EA Tiburon, EA Sports Austin, and EA Sports Madrid, claims that EA Sports has partnered with the CLC, or Collegiate Licensing Company, to ensure that EA can use over 100 FBS schools in their traditions, uniforms, and playbooks. Now the NIL, or name, image, likeness restrictions from the NCAA still apply. However, there is legislation in the works that is expected to change this in the coming year. Thus why the franchise will no longer be named NCAA football, being that NCAA stands for National Collegiate Athletic Association. They are not 100% certain that the NIL restrictions will change, so they are changing the franchise name to EA Sports College Football. Holt also says not to expect the game this year, meaning that the earliest that we could see it would be 2022. However, he also said that they have actively started development on the game, so 2022 is an actual possibility. The game is being designed for the PS5 and X series of consoles, and he did not specify if they have a version for the PS4 or Xbox One consoles. Being that Holt says that the next-gen technology bolstered his decision to make the return to college football, makes me think that there is a good chance it's only on the PS5 and Series X line of consoles. So even if they can't use the NIL for the student athletes, this is huge. And most fans of the series would have killed for this game even without it. As long as the players create and edit functionality is up to par and you can share rosters, then it really won't make a huge difference, to be honest. But the reason that it is great news for Madden fans is that most fans of Madden know that the series has stagnated for a while now. And this is just due to lack of competition. A marketplace will always thrive with competition. And with Madden having a monopoly on the market, it has led to them being complacent. And even if a college football game isn't a direct competitor to an NFL game, it is still a positive sign. NCAA football was always EA's testing ground for Madden football. They were always more creative with the NCAA football franchise, and if things worked out well, then they would roll into next year's Madden game. So expect to see more of the same here. Regardless, this affects all of us, and in a good way. Holt said that they are still in planning as far as features and whatnot, so we don't know yet how fleshed out the Dynasty mode will be, or if there will be something similar to Road to Glory mode. But let me know what feature or mode you are looking forward to the most. The recruiting for me was always my favorite, and I just hope that they don't cut corners here. Well, thanks for watching, and if you are new here, then check out how the NCAA football series got its start on my Bill Walsh College Football Series review.